Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'll be flying the Kyushu J7W1 Shinden. The J7W1 was an experimental Japanese aircraft produced to counter the B-29 Super Fortress bombers. Unlike traditional Japanese fighters of the era, which relied on agility and maneuverability, the Shinden was designed as a high-speed interceptor. The aircraft featured a canard layout with a small wing at the front of the fuselage and a larger wing at the rear. This configuration was intended to provide stability at high speeds while maintaining maneuverability. The Shinden had a very powerful Mitsubishi HA-43 radial engine which gave the Shinden impressive speed and climb rate. Despite its promising design, the Shinden faced numerous challenges during its development. Japan's worsening wartime situation meant that resources and materials were increasingly scarce, hindering the production of new and advanced aircraft like the Shinden. Additionally, the complex design of the aircraft posed malfunctioning difficulties, further delaying its development. Only two prototype J7W1s were completed before the end of the war, but neither saw combat. The first prototype made its maiden flight in August of 1945, just weeks before Japan's surrender. While test flights showed the aircraft's potential, the war ended before the Shinden could be mass-produced or deployed operationally. That's it for the history lesson. I hope you enjoy the combat. As I'm climbing up to altitude to try to boom and zoom some people, I have this other Shinden off my right. We're getting some nice formation flying in. The enemies are off right, so now we're gonna break right. It's always nice to be a wingman or have somebody as your wingman. I see an enemy Spitfire in the canyon, so now I'm going to signal to my team that I'm going for him. Now 4 other guys showed up with the Spitfire. I need to stay above them. As I'm looking around, I see that the Spitfire is the closest one to me. I'm going to try to boom and zoom him. He starts to break right. I fire here. Unfortunately miss, but then take him out here. Now his friends are pissed and they're coming in to kill me. I know that I have a lot more speed and energy than them, so now I'm just going to climb up to altitude. Now all I have to do is just try to boom and zoom him. As I'm coming back down to dive on him, I'm looking around me, being aware of my surroundings. This Spitfire is now in a really bad spot. I fire here and take him out. But now as I'm climbing back up to altitude, I look behind me and see a P-51H behind me. That's definitely not good. And what's even worse is that now he's following me and he's within a mile. I need to try to get out of here as quickly as I can because I know that the P-51H overpowers me in pretty much every way. And then I look behind me and see 2 other enemies coming in to try to kill me. I know I'm not going to be able to outrun them, so I'm just going to try to jink out of the way and make them overshoot. I'm already not extremely maneuverable, so it's going to be pretty hard. I somewhat succeed with the P-51, but then the Tempest behind me is able to kill me. I'm not able to pull up, so I already know my fate. Now I'm in the second game and I see 2 very juicy Sky Raiders below me, so I'm going to go dive on them. Whenever you're diving, you always want to be looking around you, being aware of your surroundings. The Sky Raider sees me, he breaks left. I fire, and take him out. Now I know that second Sky Raider is going to be coming in towards me. I see him, I'm going to climb up to altitude and try to energy trap him. If you're going to try to energy trap somebody in the middle of the game like this, you always have to be looking around you. He's going to keep following me up like an idiot. If you don't have the same amount of energy that your opponent has that's trying to energy trap you, please just dive away. I have a lot more energy than the Sky Raider does. He's going to stall a lot earlier than me. And just what I was saying before about being aware of your surroundings, there's a P-51 now trying to fire at me in the clouds. I know that he's really not able to see me, so I'm going to stay kind of where I am. He overshoots, and as he's coming around to try to get a shot off on me, I try to get a shot off on him, but unfortunately miss. That's totally fine though, because I still see that French Sky Raider in front of me. I call my team for help. I look behind me to see how far away the P-51 is. I see that he's going vertical to come back around. I know I have plenty of time to kill the Sky Raider. Fire here, and take him out. And look at that, my teammates are actually coming in to try to help me. I should buy a lottery ticket. As the P-51 goes vertical, I'm going to turn around to try to kill him. As he's coming back around, I cut it very close here. Fire here, but unfortunately miss. But thankfully, as I'm coming back around, my teammate kills him. Then I look behind me, see another P-51, so now I'm going to turn back in towards him. Now I'm going head on up to P-51. This is a very risky play. Fire there, but unfortunately miss, so I have to jink out of the way. I did see another P-51 in front of me, so now I'm going to go for him. He starts to climb, so I break off. Now I see an F-80 in front of me about to go head on. I fire at him here, and take him out. Now I see the same P-51 from before coming head-on with me. We both fire at each other. I kill him here. He's able to set me on fire. I kill my power, put the gear down, use the forward slip technique, which is opposite aileron and opposite rudder, just to try to get me to slow down a little bit more, but I'm unable to and die. I did end up getting 4 kills, so that was great for the team, and we ended up winning the game. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If anybody has any suggestions on what aircraft I should fly next, please leave it in the comment section down below, and I'd be happy to fly that aircraft.